Hi, Meir Ezra here from heaven, and I have a message for you about communication, about your problems and why do they happen. So you can say that all problems are communication problems. All problems are communication problems. So the question is, why would you have communication problem when you really want to communicate? Here is the story. When you communicate, you create space around you. So by communicating, you create space around you. And any upset that you ever had was only because the space you created around you was too small. You did not communicate far enough and wide enough. And because you did not communicate far enough and wide enough, you excluded some other people. When you exclude people from your space, you are not in communication with them. When you are not in communication with them, you don't understand them, they don't understand you. And when people don't understand each other, what you get is death. What does it mean to die? To die means not to be in communication, like thoroughly not to be in communication. You really go into a different space. They're putting you underground. It is the place where no one communicates with. Okay? So the whole problem of communication is problem of how much are you willing, how far are you willing to communicate? And when you are willing to communicate far enough and wide enough, you include more people within your space, and so you have inevitable understanding, inevitable life. So you will be as alive as you will be willing to have white space, which means include people in your space. Now this is the technical explanation. The practical explanation is, can you accept other people's viewpoint? Because what limits how far you will be willing to communicate is, are you willing to accept other people's viewpoint? If I talk to someone and I'm not willing to entertain his viewpoint, to accept his viewpoint as it is, without covert or overt urge to change his viewpoint, what I do, I cut the space, I push him away from me. Because really I don't want to communicate with him. And so when I don't communicate with him, I actually put a boundary on my space. So the day where you can experience any viewpoint, the day when you will understand that any viewpoint is a valid viewpoint from your viewpoint, when you will know that you can experience any viewpoint, is the day you will become successful. Because once everything is in your space, you control everything. And control, I don't mean hitting something. Control meaning bring life into everything. So what is love? Love is the urge to be together for no reason at all. Anything that excludes you from being together, anything that pushes you outside of the space, or anything that pushes anyone outside of your space, is actually a degree of hate, and to that degree, a degree of death. So if you want to love, if you want to live, if you want to succeed, all you have to do is be willing to experience any viewpoint. Why? For no reason at all. When you get that, you will be the God of your universe. Thank you very much. Meir Ezra. Bye-bye.